section for your New Jack City Rollers here in the Wrecking Hall.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're picking that up there at tinyurl.com.
I mean, I don't want to jump to conclusions, but...
Yeah. Number 480, Aaron Jackson on the line against 138, Darth Baber.
Also good to see number 21, Coco Fry, back from her injury break from
Oh,
last
man.
year.
Absolutely. Lee Jam Jackson.
I can only imagine what's going through the minds of Team United. What's it like skating against an Olympian?
Well, we're going to find out, aren't we?
Indeed we are, sir. Certainly no rink rust so far from Aaron Jackson, already with one Grand Slam around the inside of Enigma, but nice defense by Enigma, taking her to center track.
Saved herself from a track cut, too. That was close.
Well, the benefit with the update to the track cut rules now are refs with a little bit of discretion as long as the jammers go ahead and yield. And credit to Aaron Jackson working the perfect 10 as the star is past number 18, Killbilly, now your active scorer for Team United, as Jackson trying to get past Stan, and one more blocker. Gets by, calls it off. Forearm penalty that will go against Enigma as the jam is called, and Aaron Jackson, 13 points.
Nicely done. 22-0 right now. As for the New Jack City Rollers, we have 077 Mad Dog Murph, 111 Jam Starella, 13 Cat Keedy, 21 Coco Fry, 235 Atomic Meltdown with Devlin on her uniform, either one. 27 H.M. Smith, Her Majesty, short. 301 Legs of Us, 480 Aaron Jackson. The captain, Snot Rocket Science, number 6, Fancy Smancy, 62. Leanne Grohl, 814. Tic Tac Tony is 82. Number 9, Stephanie Gentz, 912 Aaron Go Brawl. And 950 Bullet Sucker, fresh from Angel City.
And that'll be number 814, Leanne Grohl, formerly of Steel City Roller Derby, with the star and with the lead call for your New Jack City Rollers.
Carried away up front with the veteran number 9, Meow Mix, Stephanie Gentz, and there you see it.
Look at the block by number 9, Stephanie Gentz, buying enough time to get the lovely and talented Legs of Us trademark 2018 Rep the Venture out to help out. Grohl with one more 360 pass. Enigma calls it off. Another 4 points. And wait for it. And I believe that's a correct and updated score on the board.
Are we sticking with 9 or are we going to go 13? I think it's 9. Okay. 31-0 with 26 to go in the period. 111 Jam Starella, speaking of returning from injuries, once again, welcome back Jam Starella against 22 Lolo Guns.
That's Lolo Guns. Very much a force earlier in the game against the Columbia Quad Squad. Enigma running defense.
I do not know if apex jumping was part of Jam Starella's PT, but I guess we'll find out soon enough. That was pretty close of one, but not lead jammer. Your lead jammer actually is Lolo Guns, who was drawn back through the pack, and yeah, good time to call it off.
With the entire Team United brand shrieking, call it!
Rocking
For the
those,
love of God, call it!
rocking those boards here at the Wrecking Hall.
My goodness, stand by. It sounded like they were trying to save babies from being thrown out in the street. They're desperate trying to say, call it up before she can engage.
You get in that zone, and yeah, there you go. Snot Rocket Science number 6 against 138 Darth Baber.
And Cat Vaughn, welcome back to Florida with a forearm penalty. He's going to the penalty box, but the juice worth the squeeze. Stand by as Snot Rocket Science and Lee Jammer.
Lead Jam, again, was not the last Lead Jam last time, but you know what I'm saying. Dinner and Lead Jam this time, 5 in the sky. As Team United, yes, did have that last Lead Jam call, but unable to capitalize. Actually, New Jacks was on the way to scoring there. This time, much more defense up front.
Enigma, the last in line to slow down. Snot dancing around. Snot ducks inside. Thumb is out. No hit. Sherlock confirms. Grand slam. Snot rocket science.
That was a dodge, dip, duck, dive, and dodge on that pass.
If you can dodge an Enigma, you can get a grand slam.
Right.
Oh! And I believe perhaps a late blocking out of play penalty will send Snot to our penalty box.
Ooh. Not often you see a jammer called for blocking out of play, but a good eye by the referee who sees that much more closely than we do here at the table.
And 138, Darth Baber with the star in hand, looking like she was trying to go for the star pass to our pivot. I believe that's number 18, Killbilly. And we'll just turn it into a star sash.
Darth Baber completes the initial pass. Snot back into play and waiting on the jammer. Jammer's free to engage each other anywhere they like. Right now, just positionally riding out the clock. 13 points nonetheless for Snot Rocket Science. 44-0, 22 and 22-45 or so when we pick up again. .480 Aaron Jackson set to jam against number 9, Carried Away. And don't get too carried away because after this we have 2 more games including all-star action with Blue Ridge and Tampa. Lead jam for Aaron the Olympian Jackson.
2 for 2 so far in the game for lead jammer calls. As Fancy Schmancy just with no fear just throwing herself into that pack. But nice defense as Jackson forced to call it off from the outside lane.
1-0 that time. Holding Team United to 0.
Not sure if No Hit Sherlock's saying this is the number of points you got or this is my first time jam reffing for an Olympian. It could go either way. I don't know. That's all I'm saying.
Coach Refty Venture closing the door. We have, this is a converted hockey rink, so that's why you hear the boards rocking and the doors opening and closing. Kind of a cool atmosphere here at the Wrecking Hall. Lead jam for Leanne Grohl.
And with that standby, every Jacksonville Jammer save of Jamsterella is now perfect on lead jammer calls.
And number 10, Enigma with that last block once again. Setting that call off into play. 49 total, 4 points. Remember, tonight's after party will be at Fuzzy Taco, the very familiar, very popular Fuzzy Taco, 56th Street and Fowler.
On the track with the stars, Darth Baber for Team United in the white, and for New Jacks in the black with the gold. It is pronounced Jam, Jam, Jamsterella.
There you go, Vince. 77, Mad Dog Murph sent to the penalty box.
Team United again going for the star pass, being defended by number 235, Atomic Meltdown, and joined by Fancy Schmancy. Finally picks it up, but buys enough time for Jamsterella to complete the grand slam, and big block.
I believe that was Mel, and I'll give an assist to Coco Fry on that. Good grief.
Where are the Dragons? Stand by. They are on the track for New Jacks, and they are breathing fire.
Phantom Photographics with a great shot of that.
We've got Phantom Photographics. We've got Keith Ridge. We've got Ken LeBlue. Amazing volunteers in the house here at the Wrecking Hall as Jamsterella still rolling, baby.
Oh, there's the apex jump.
Really more of an apex hop in that, but that was about a 0.2 on the Jamsterella scale.
Okay, fair enough.
5 points for the Grand Slam and an additional point for style. Stand by.
It's whose skating is it anyway? 25 points scored thus far.
Head out and draw back. I believe that's by number 8, Muhammad Ali. Woo.
Good, well, track cut. Can't call it till it happens.
Oh.
Kill Billy called out. Thought she saved herself.
Well, Team United will call for an official review, but I dare say stand by if there are any questions left about how the injury recovery has gone for Jam Storella. I dare say I think we've got our answer.
Yes. 28 points. That is the high-scoring jam of the game. Is that the high-scoring jam of the day, or did I miss something?
You know, I'd have to go through my notes, but I dare say it's way up there.
What do you think? Have we had more than 28 so far today? Nobody's saying no, so it's officially enough. No jammers have come running up to the table saying, I did.
And if you're joining us live on YouTube on the Albie Dam Entertainment Network, you are watching the New Jack City Rollers and Team United from day one of Franky Panky 2000 skate team. I'm Vinsanity. He's standby. We're stopped at 18 minutes and 43 seconds as we're about to get our update for the official review. And thanks to our alt-ref, Team United's official review, asking to review the cutting the track call on their jammer. Upon review, there was sufficient evidence to maintain that cutting the track call. Call will stand, and unfortunately for Team United, they will lose their official review for the period.
A close call, but the right call, and it is worth reviewing those kind of calls. So, good strategic official review, my opinion. Her Majesty, number 27, with the power start. Saw Her Majesty earlier on skating for the River City Rat Pack.
And 2 blockers to beat, trying to get around Enigma. Enigma trying to hold the line. Gets the warning. Majesty inbounds and will get the call. Stand by.
Excellent defense right to the last possible moment. This time out of play called, but briefly. And once again, defense where it counts by Captain Enigma. Assisted that time by Carried Away. And by number 8, Muhammad Ali, 8, 9, and 10.
I see what they did there. Now, stand by, you're saying Her Majesty is has upgraded from the River City Rat Pack, the B team of Jacksonville, if I understand correctly?
Correct.
Okay.
As one of, in kind of the ABC team hierarchy, one of the skaters who is with the Rat Pack, but also skates with the New Jack City Rollers, and does so effectively today thus far, 14 points in that jam alone.
Well, that brings it to the end of 9 jams to 91-0 New Jack City over Team United. And thanks to our producer, AC. Of course, of those 9 jams, 8 of those 9 lead jammer calls going to the New Jack City Rollers in the black jerseys. About to get jam number 10 underway.
Flat track stats as of first thing this morning predicting a 3-to-1 scoring ratio for the most part. We'll see if that holds eventually, but right now, lead jams, not rocket science, or Lolo Guns. It's not through, and again, last side defense was Enigma. Lolo recycled back, and he's attempting to fight, and that is 77 Mad Dog Murph with the defense.
Murphy like she's about to chase down Lolo Guns and realize, oh, wait, don't go out of play, don't go out of play.
Yep, I'm good. Mad Dog Murph, a standout for Jacksonville Junior Roller Derby, specifically the Duval All-Stars, recently joining the New Jack City Rollers, making the charter for 2018. So good to see her. And also her mother continuing to be in attendance over on the far side.
And for jam number 11, once again, 138, Darth Baber for Team United in the white jerseys. And Aaron Jackson at number 480 in the black for Jacksonville.
Took to the air somewhat herself on that pass.
Stand by, I dare say this Aaron Jackson kid might just have a future in skating.
I remember when you said that about crash register, and boy, did somebody light up into you. They didn't get it, but yes.
Because apparently somebody can't take a joke, but besides that. Moving right along, just like Aaron Jackson is doing through this pack, working the perfect 10 already, stand by.
And credit the blockers running offense and defense exactly where it counts, as 10 points scored thus far, 115-0. And 3 more on top of that.
And I can only imagine what's going through the mind of Team United, already skating short with the roster this weekend. Their second game of the day, they are only skating with 10 for this game. And that particularly last jam, they're up against what I have colloquially called the break stuff line. Aaron Gobral, Legs R Us, Stephanie Gens, and the returning number 13, Kat Vaughn.
That's right, the Smash Sisters Plus, as number 9 carried away, skates against Leanne Grohl. Some call her Lemon, you can call her Leanne Grohl.
And it's a fight to get up front between the teams. Enigma trying to hold that front line, but great toe stop work by Leanne Grohl to get the call.
Took 3/4 of the, little more than 3/4 of the track, but did earn that lead. Through for 5, it pretty much the same place. The pack has not moved.
Well, between Coco Fry, Mad Dog Murph, Fancy Schmancy, and clearing out the inside lane for Leanne Grohl. Just, oh, thanks, guys, I got it.
And Murphy, there's Fancy Schmancy up front with the block on the pivot. Grohl stays in.
Like something out of a Warner Brothers cartoon. Standing in, trying to break up Coco Fry and Atomic Meltdown, who's joined by Fancy Schmancy, still holding the line against Muhammad Ali. Just not getting any space at all. Finally breaking the pack with about 20 seconds left in the jam.
Oh no, met up with Kelly Murphy right at the very end.
And high block will send our pivot Mad Dog Murph to the penalty box. And Muhammad Ali just in frustration, looking like she was battling a tank.
Yeah. 24 points that time. 142-0, 12 minutes in the period. Remember, after this game, we will bring you the Blue Ridge All-Stars versus Tampa Tantrums, followed by the Blue Ridge French Broads, as in the French Broad River, against the Tampa Bay Bruise Crew. So a doubleheader to finish us off tonight. We will bring you audio of that. Jam Storella with lead jam over Darth Baber.
And again, that's twice in the same number of jams that Jacksonville has seen just enough of a weakness in the inside lane to exploit and to get through, be it an initial pass or a scoring pass.
Tally Marks with the star now. 1-1-1-1. Tally Marks.
Well, 111 versus 1111. The numerologists would have either the binary coders would have a field day with this one.
The referees have to love this one. Whoa, tiptoes on that inside. 4 points. No pass, no penalty, but 4 nonetheless.
Stand by, they used to say about Julius Erving, it wasn't just his sizzle, it was his steak. And frankly, for every little move we see from number 111 from the New Jack City Rollers, I can't help but think of that very quote to describe what she does every time she gets on the track.
The new Dr. J, Jamsterella with one more apex jump. The Derby Dr. J, 19 points scored.
I see what you did there.
Coin it.
Team timeout for Team United. First team timeout of the game.
Beer is back on sale. $2 PBR, $3 Bud Light, and $4 cider. Also raffles, $1 each, 6 for $5, or an arm's length of tickets for $10 for wheels, skate accessories.
You weren't even going to try and fight that, were you?
Swag, jewelry, and more. Absolutely not. Also, the basket of booze, tickets back on sale for that. $5 for those tickets. Over 30 bottles of spirits and liquors, and the winner will be announced during the final game of Franky Panky. Remember now, for those of you in the Tampa area, if you're listening or watching us on YouTube or various other means, hopefully not, you know what I mean, as far as torrent and whatever. But anyway, remember, if you're in the Tampa area, come on down, because the late entry admission special is in effect. $10 per day or $15 for the weekend. Come here and watch the last 2 games both days for $15 or $10 just for tonight. Again, tonight we will finish with the Tampa versus Blue Ridge doubleheader coming up. So come on down, as Johnny Olson would say. It's not rocket science, Lee Jam. And 5 points scored as tally marks shut down. Whoa, okay, a little bit of offense played there. But was called on direction of gameplay, that blocker. That was number 10, Enigma. Spins and stays in. 5 more points for Snot. Same place, same maneuver.
And just this New Jack City pack is just isolated, team united all over, and divided and conquered, just trapping the GOAT from old school tactics as Atomic Meltdown runs the bridge.
As either direction or destruction for 242 Lunatic. I think it was direction.
And Ollie Assassinator, now your active scorer for Team United.
Left with 2 blockers up front, and that is the last scoring pass. 4 more makes it 28 points, tying the record, I believe. 28 points, 189-0, with about 8.5 to go when we pick up again.
And thanks to our producer, AC, confirming 64 first half points for Snot Rocket Science.
.480 Aaron Jackson skates against 22 Lolo Guns.
And then a complete shocker to no one, stand by, Aaron Jackson, Lee Jammer.
Lolo sent out of bounds by Gentz, and Gentz starting to push back a little bit. Pretty much has her locked down with Cat Von, as well as 912 Aaron Go Brawl, and 301 Legs are Us. Jackson weaving through for 5.
And Lolo Guns finally gets a start past to Enigma. The lovely legs are us trying to trace her down. Can't quite catch her at that point. But Standby, I love what this New Jacks pack is doing. Admittedly, they're getting a favorable advantage. Team United, just again with the short numbers, they've already skated one game today. But again, divide and conquer. They are isolating just enough that their jammers are getting through to get big runs.
Right, sticking with what works, and we're seeing what works. As for 13 points scored by Aaron Jackson that time, under 7 minutes to go when we pick up, about 7 minutes to go. 8-1-4, Leanne Grohl against number 9, Carried Away. Carried Away, sent away by Kelly Murphy. Also assisted by 82, Tic Tac Tony rather. Tic Tac Tony, past standout with the Tampa Tantrums, if you remember that name. Five points scored by Grohl. Grohl sent out of bounds by 21 Stan. That calls it as he spins and attempts one more points, but, two more, actually.
It's kind of like Leanne Grohl just had to get that one last point before calling it off.
Yeah. I'm a cut. No! Okay, I called it. 111 Jam Sorella against 138 Darth Baber. Number 10, the standout Enigma as pivot.
And this will actually be a 4-2 Team United pack advantage, as it will be the lovely Legs Are Us and Stephanie against the only New Jacks blockers on the track, and still Standby, Jam Sorella gets the call.
I was going to say this was the best chance for Team United so far, but called out is Darth Baber. Jam Sorella Jam, and that is a scary statement.
Gens on the offense to try and neutralize Enigma. Hop around on the inside. No hit Sherlock confirms. Grand slam.
Stephanie again signaling something to Jam Sorella, and I think we know what that is. Icing the jammer. Four and a half minutes in the period, as Her Majesty will enjoy the power start. Well, I don't know about enjoy. We'll see how that goes.
Now, Sam, I haven't been keeping definite numbers. Am I nuts, or is this about the third or fourth consecutive jam we've had the pivot and captain Enigma on the track for Team United?
It is. Probably gunning for that MVP blocker award, if we have such a thing. If not, then I still nominate Enigma.
Well, we are indeed doing fan favorites for each and every game over at our juniors table by putting the dollar in the cup for the appropriate skater on the team. And I dare say that Enigma has certainly won over some fans with her performance and her warrior fighting spirit here in the Wrecking Hall. Standby.
And Her Majesty Smith with lead jam. A minute 20 to go in the jam. 3:37 on the period. That time all offense. Tom and Meltdown breaking up the defensive efforts by Team United. And Tic Tac Tony continuing to keep that one blocker locked down. Oh, well, excuse me, that's a jammer. There we go. That would be why.
And Her Majesty says, I might call it off. I might not. See if I do. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. Here's called the passive-aggressive offense. Oh! Whoa! And Yeah, that's going to be a low block on Her Majesty.
Unintentional low block and a rough one nonetheless.
Well, again, standby, it's not intent, it's impact.
Right. And there we saw the impact. It was an apex jump, and on the other side is a blocker, and you lock skates with them, and there you go, textbook low block.
Coco Fry single-handedly trying to stop the star pass. Couldn't quite do it, but bought enough time that once it had been completed, the jam had expired.
Despite that penalty, 24 points scored by Her Majesty Smith. Now this, if the two blockers for New Jacks in the penalty box was not enough, this actually could be Team United's chance to put points on the board. Unofficially, a minute 53 in the period, as we're set to have a power start with potentially Lolo guns.
And we'll stop at a team timeout called by the New Jack City Rollers as FP Venture and Street want to talk things over with their crew. Clock stopped at 1 minute and 53 seconds in the first in regulation. Score on the board, New Jack City Rollers 239, Team United still yet to score. If you're watching on the I'll Be Damn Entertainment Network on YouTube, I am Vince Hannity, joined by standby Team United skating in the white jerseys, the New Jack City Rollers skating in their black jerseys.
Now, yes, we mentioned FP Venture, one of the coaches for the New Jack City Rollers. Going from referee to coach, not the most common roller derby career trajectory, but I wonder about that knowledge. Years and years of watching derby up close and calling the penalties and studying the rules and knowing everything left, right, and middle as a referee and now as a coach, how that will impact and how that will help.
Also, in fairness, standby, Little Ricky of Fort Myers, a longtime coach in Fort Myers now, or excuse me, longtime official in Fort Myers, now coaching for Fort Myers, as we've seen earlier today.
Nice. Power start by Lolo Guns. Under 2 minutes on the period clock.
Team United just bringing the heat on this one. Gens up front trying to hold the line. The Aaron go brawl up. Enigma running the offensive block.
Atomic Meltdown, legs are us. Stephanie Gens sent out. Lead Jam Lolo Guns.
The only Team United jammer to get lead jammer against New Jack so far. Stand by. She's done it twice.
Points have been scored, I do believe, as locked up. 27, H.M. Smith is sent out for another low block.
Oh.
Points on the board for Team United. Picking your spot, don't want to cut track as Aaron Brawl, or was it Stephanie Gens? Apparently Gens with the block.
And for the pack, a slightly modified Smash Sisters lineup for New Jacks, as it is Atomic Meltdown taking the place otherwise organized for number 13, Kat Vaughn, and getting fierce in that pack. Stand by.
Aaron Brawl with the block that time. And calling it off from the ground. Clock continuing to tick and pick. And Mick and Bueller. That will do it for the half. 239 to 10. 10 points scored by Team United in the final jam.
Yeah, I dare say stand by. Team United quite wisely taking the moral victory and not choosing to get a rest, carry the momentum into the second period, figure out the things that you did right, what you can do on with such. But it will stand at the halftime break. New Jack City Rollers 239, Team United 10. He's standby. I'm Vince Hannity. We'll see you back here in a few minutes.
Come and get yourself some beer and or cider. PBR is $2, Bud Light $3, and cider $4. If you're interested in some raffles, which you definitely should be, trust me, I know, you're going to look at $1 each for a ticket, $6 for 5, or an arm length for $10. And we're looking at some people with really long arms walking around, so do the thing, man. $5 basket of booze, raffle tickets, over 30 bottles of spirits and liquors. Winner will be announced during the final game of Franky Panky. So that's tomorrow night, final game. You do not have to be present to win, but you must be over 21 to enter. Our jam line sponsor is Night Owl Photography, our very own Rebel, very talented photographer. And we have a raffle to call. So I'm going to hand this over to Vince so he can call that number.
Okay, through our highly scientific, highly legal process, we have a raffle ticket. And this prize pack will go to whoever has ticket number 154927. Again, 154927. If you've got that ticket, hold it up high. Come on over to the announcer's table and come get your raffle pack.
And we have a winner. And we have a winner. Congratulations. Our after party tonight is going to be at Fuzzy Taco off 56th and Fowler. If you're not from this area, Google is a wonderful thing. You'll find Fuzzy's Tacos off the corner of 56th and Fowler. Tomorrow's after party is going to be at Pegasus Lounge off Nebraska and Fowler. Again, Google, great. Tomorrow's after party, Pegasus Lounge. Late entry admission special, $10 a day or $15 a weekend. The last two games each day are going to be Tantrums today and Bruce Crew today, and Sirens and Tantrums tomorrow. Our Tampa travel team bake sale is over here next to the entrance to the rink. You're going to want to get over there and get something sweet at some point. I know you will. We like traveling. You like sweet stuff. Let's get together, make this happen. Upcoming, we have April 28th and 29th, the Spring Break Swarm. That is a juniors tournament coming up. Going to be great. May 5th, if you're a local or like to travel for Derby, May 5th is going to be Tampa's home team season opener. So you definitely want to make that happen. I got this. If you're looking at some TRD merch, you're going to want to go into that Wrecking Mall. We've got tournament, league, and home team apparel. Franky Panky tournament t-shirts are $20 a pop. Some of our wonderful vendors today are the original Nikki ears. If you're a Disney fan, you want to get yourself over there to get some ears so you can look sweet at Disney, any park. So the original Nikki ears, where all of your custom ear dreams come true. Ooh, ooh. Pixie's Bling Hideaway, all jewelry is $5 and nickel free. If you want some shiny, you're going to want to get over there for that. They'll take care of you real good. If you're interested in some life-proof, smudge-proof, and waterproof lip gloss, you're going to want to get over to Synagence. It's one of our people over here. Tracy with Synagence. She's right there. If you can see me, I'm pointing to my left. Interested in doing some derby or just skating at some point ever? You're going to want to get over to Skater's Choice Skate Shop. They've got tons of skates. They've got wheels. They've got padding, helmets, all that good stuff. Everything that you need to get on that track. I mean, except skill. You got to do that on your own. Practice. Practice is the thing. I'm just going to talk about this one again. The $5 basket o' booze raffle tickets. I'm just saying, if you're over 21 and you drink, $5. The odds are definitely in your favor today. Definitely in your favor. You want to order, no, you want to get some tickets for that. You want to do that. So $5 a ticket. You want the tickets. It's over 30 bottles of spirits and liquors. You could have a great party with this. I'm telling you. It's going to be wonderful. If you're interested in some amazing attire, head on over to Strong Athletic. They have wonderful tanks, wonderful tees. Just everything over there is great. Pretty much everything we have today is great. Albecue is a wonderful, wonderful barbecue made by our own Professor Al. And as if I didn't repeat myself enough, after party tonight is at Fuzzy Taco. If you want some tacos or some burritos or whatever else they serve there, because they serve a lot, or even just some beer, head on over there. 56th and Fowler. They'll make your dreams come true in the taco way. I don't really... Hope you enjoy the second half of this game. Everything is awesome, and I'm happy, and yay.
Phrasing anymore, stand by. Phrasing's no longer a thing.
Sprinkle donut crunch too. Wow. I'm missing out. Yeah, that's amazing. It's not rocket science. Gets carried away as we get carried away up here with half number 2.
Snot will be once again a lead jammer. I believe Snot running, unofficially at this point, I have to pull up my stats, but 1, 2, 3, 4, I want to say this is her 5th time with the star, 5th time as lead jammer.
And 64 points total in the 4 jams in the first period also.
Leading all scorers for the game.
And continuing on that record, 4 points. Call off in time.
And Sam, I'd be remiss if I didn't point out in the pack on the track for New Jacks on that jam number 950, Bullet Sucker, a transfer from Angel City Derby out in Los Angeles. Not only are we bringing folks in from the Steel City, when we're bringing folks in from LA, you know Duval is a place where folks want to be for Derby.
That's right. A mecca of roller derby, as we know, is Florida.
Well, God knows there's not much else that Jacksonville can claim it's a mecca of.
Well, now we almost made it to the Super Bowl. Think about that. But aside from that, Leanne Grohl was lead champ over Darth Baber. And we also did win. The Jaguars wanted to trademark Duval. And we won that. Duval scores 5. Aaron Jackson involved in that block, but it is 21 Coco Fry taking the fall.
And Atomic Meltdown almost all by herself trying to cut off the star pass by Darth Baber.
Right, momentary blocker issues by New Jacks, but you wouldn't know it now.
Nothing lovely about that block by the lovely Legs RS 301.
Spins through for more points.
Seriously, Atomic Meltdown and Legs RS trying to shut down Darth Baber from that star pass like if she completes it, Sauron's got the one ring. I mean, basically the fate of the world is in their hands to stop this star pass.
20 seconds in the jam. Almost wondering if she wanted to put it on.
And I'm not sure standby, but I believe Leanne Grohl may now have the top scoring single jam of Franky Panky 2018 with 29 points.
Now Jam Sorella is going to see if she can beat those 29 points. See how many points she can score in 2 minutes and then try to break that record. Lolo Guns, the opposition.
Lolo Guns pretty impressive against the Columbia Quad Squad earlier today.
And Jam Sorella with lead, but it's close. Legs are us almost blocking Jam Sorella. It's like, well, I thought she called it. Oh, there's the whistles.
Jam Sorella breaking out the Star Fox 64 to Legs saying, hey, Einstein, I'm on your side. And I dare say, standby, only the 3rd jam of the game that New Jacks has been held scoreless.
Wow.
And interestingly enough, 2 of those 3 jams, Jam Sorella had the star. I would not have predicted that.
No. Wow. It's not rocket science and it's carried away. Legs are us looking for a track, Mad Dog Murph looking for a track cut, not going to get it. Gesturing like a veteran skater, like, hey, hello, but it was not to be.
And New Jack's content to run a much shorter jammer rotation, starting off the second that they had in the first half, running that 4 jammer rotation with Her Majesty Smith, the relief jammer for jammer number 5.
Aaron Jackson called out on a penalty.
catch at this point. In the meantime, Coco Fry just all over number 9, carried away, running the star staff, trying to set up a star pass. Hit out by Mad Dog Murph.
Spins, and the only skater in front of her is the opposing jammer. What are we going to see here?
The use of jammer on jammer violence and the apprehension of carried away has been approved.
Mad Dog Murph and number 21, Stan, met up right at the 4th whistle. No call, just derby. Stan stays out, though, to block this time as pivot. 8-1 for Leanne Grohl, and the crowd is cheering for 30 points. They want her to break her own record, or break the record nonetheless. Lead jam to start.
And standby of 24 jams we've had in this game. 22 leads have been awarded to New Jacks.
And 5 points scored, 292 to 10. For those of you listening, do not watch in your car. You can listen. Stays inbounds for 5 more.
And that's apparently why you keep your toe stops on for practice. Isolation play with Stephanie Gens and Aaron Gopral as around the inside of that will be Lunachick. Leanne Grohl will clear, call up for 14 points.
I will point out, for those of you who have joined us in Franky Panky's past, and Hostile Talkover for that matter, between Hostile Talkover and Franky Panky, the floor has been redone here at the Ranking Hall. This is a not polished cement anymore. This is a proper sports court, more of a roller hockey type court. So some considerations perhaps for those skaters who have skated here before to get used to.
And that is Ali Assassinator all over Chamsterella Enigma with a swing and a miss. Assassinator does get that second part of the 1-2 punch. Hop, skip, and a jump. And again, for those at home, it is correctly pronounced Jam, Jam, Chamsterella.
And Dr. J scores 5 and calls it. That puts New Jacks over 300. That in the previous jam, 306.10 with 21 and a half to go. Final 2 games tonight. It'll be a Blue Ridge versus Tampa doubleheader, starting with the All-Stars, scheduled for 7 Eastern, followed by the French Broads, as in the French Broad River, and the Tampa Bay Bruise Crew. Don't you go anywhere. H.M. Smith jamming against Lolo Guns. Two blockers up front. They were spun past. Lead jam Smith. Splat goes legs, but she's okay. 5 more scored. Legs recovers nicely and attempting to chase the jammer, but now will repack up and start playing offense. Nine total on that jam. It's not rocket science. Set to jam against Darth Baber.
And to start things off, Team United will enjoy a 4-3 pack advantage as it is Enigma, Lunachick, and trying to catch out there. I believe it's also Killbilly and a 4th out there. But Snot just does what Snot does.
Yeah. Kind of runny like that. Thank you.
Snot, I believe, now 7 for 7 for lead jammer calls in the game. And did Mad Dog Murph get it? Yes, she did. Forces the cutting the track on Darth Baber. And stand by, that is only the second Team United jammer penalty of the game.
Wow. Aaron Gobral sent to the penalty box.
Stand with the defense on our Snot Rocket Science as they move to re-engage on the pack.
Much more defense, more effective defense, I should say, at least in this jam, halfway through. 10 points scored thus far.
Well, Sam, it's almost like we're seeing some of the old school classic New Jack City Rollers teams where literally they came out of the gate guns blazing and sometimes would let up off the gas a little bit in the second period. But the key thing was by that point, they were so far ahead, it almost didn't matter.
Right. We would say to the detriment of the team. However, that hasn't happened quite as many times in history. Though last season there was a game against Atlanta that turned around, unfortunately, in the second half. But yes, I understand exactly what you're saying. Nonetheless, 14 points scored in that jam, 329-10, unofficially 18-18 to go in the game. And all the applause happening here at the Wrecking Hall. If you happen to have an injured hand or injured finger, be careful. All that applause happening and all the clapping, just save it because we have or don't save it, whatever. What I'm trying to say is we have another full day of Derby after this. If you think this game is exciting, no. We have 2 more games tonight and 6 more tomorrow. So
13 games, 2 days. Only one venue can hold that, Tommy. The Wrecking Hall.
That's right.
Special thank you again to our volunteers, including our photographic volunteers, Keith Ridge of Keith Ridge Photography, David Phantom Ortiz of Phantom Photographics, and special guest Ken LeBlue of LeBlue Photography in the house in the Wrecking Hall tonight. Ken LeBlue, the game changer himself in the Wrecking Hall.
And to your point earlier, Vince, indeed, the matchup here, quite the Pierce Sixer. As Aaron Jackson set out against and 301 Legs Are Us, I tell you, she's fight a buzz song. Give it the first.
Sam, am I nuts, or did Legs Are Us take like 3 blockers of Team United, hit them out, and draw them back into turn number 1? What?
Amazing. Whoa!
Whoa!
We're not used to seeing that side of Aaron Jackson, but there you go.
I don't think we see that very much in this long track, Miss Jackson.
There was that game in that race in South America that they thought she illegally blocked somebody just because she is who she is, even though she wasn't anywhere near it. But blame it on Aaron Jackson, 20 points scored.
Star pass to Enigma, the active scorer for Team United. Aaron Jackson trying to chase her down, but we'll call it up before she can engage.
But on your resume, you can say, I was in a jammer race with Aaron Jackson and I was about to score. 353-10, 24 points scored in that jam.
About to go to jam number 10. Number 10 of the second period. We've almost got half of it gone. They've been content to run these jams so long, standby.
Right, quite a quick pace continuing on as Leanne Grohl met up with some opposition, but able to break 3 before the turn. Oh, and the jammer sent out Lolo Guns on a penalty. Leanne Grohl is your sole jammer, and she stays in and through for their first 5.
Only the 3rd jammer penalty of the game for Team United with such a short roster. compared to New Jacks, also had 3, all of them in the first period so far. Stand by.
Right to our events as 5 more points scored.
But credit to Stan as she will defend on the pass. But Mad Dog Murph, Coco Fry, and Atomic Meltdown joined by Tic Tac Tony.
All right. Jam halfway over, much more defense this time, as swarming ACR's Honey's type defense for those of you fans from Lake City. And the Jam is called, rightfully so, excellent defense. 10 points, only 10 points scored that time. No, 15. Okay, well, I stand corrected, but still, 15 points, relatively low-scoring Jam, at least from what we've seen this period.
Well, Science of Life and definitely fighting spirit from the Team United pack, just going back and back. It's possible at this point, stand by, Team United's caught either its second wind, or I'd say with this point in the second game on the first day, their third wind at this point.
And I do have to announce, for those of you in the house, a white Nissan Juke, license plate number HBR2262, a Texas plate. White Nissan Juke, Texas plate HBR2262. Please meet up with Red Stiletto. She's wearing red stilettos, so find Red Stiletto for a message for the white Nissan Juke, Texas plate HBR2262.
They came all the way from Texas, stand by.
Hey, you got your free shout out. You owe us $1 for that. Jam Storella, 2-2, and 2 skaters down. Completes the pass. Nissan Juke, the vehicle that looks kind of like a skate, and not in the AMC Pacer kind of way. 5 points scored.
You should just make an 82 Pacer reference. It sounds like you just made an 82 Pacer reference.
I had a 1980 Thunderbird, but yeah, the Pacer, the pregnant roller skate.
Well, as long as we're making car references, Tommy, here's one for you. Is Jam Storella more of a Rolls Royce or a Lamborghini?
Well, Lamborghini for speed, but she is kind of classy too. A Jamborghini. There you go. Thank you.
I see what you did there. Well played. Well played.
That's for the interactive roller derby from the studio audience. White Nissan Juke, Texas plate HBR2262. Go see Red Stiletto. I'll bet your car is on blocks right now if you don't.
Just. Folks, once again, welcome to Franky Panky. We're glad you're here. I would like to remind everyone, listen now, if you have a white Nissan Juke, Texas plate HBR2262, please see Red Stiletto. I promise you cannot miss Red Stiletto. Look for Red Stilettos.
And if you miss Red Stiletto, see Albie Dam.
Yes. No, don't get me involved in this. Anyway, white Nissan Juke, Texas plate HBR2262. Please go to the front concessions area right now and see Red Stiletto.
You know, Albie Dam needs to take over the call because Team United just scored 3 points.
And they're only their third lead jammer call of the game.
Yeah. 4-3, net just 1 for New Jacks. Well, if you put it that way, Aaron Jackson jamming against Lolo Guns. Stays upright and in bounds for that lead jam call. Some fans calling for a low block on Stephanie Gens. No call on that. Jam ref with the excellent point of view right at the bow. Good time to call that one off.
Nice job by Enigma getting just enough coming out of turn number 4 to get Aaron Jackson out of bounds and force the call off.
11 minutes to go in the game. 4 points scored, 393 to 13. New Jack City Rollers over Team United. Flat Track Stats, as of first thing this morning before the Columbia game, was predicting basically a 3-to-1 point ratio, and we see once again New Jack City Rollers wrecking the curve. A14 Leanne Grohl takes the outside untouched for lead.
I hate to press my luck standby, but I dare say this Leanne Grohl kid might just have a future in jamming and roller derby.
Yep, you're it. Through again and practically untouched that time, 5 points.
Star is past as tally marks. Now your active scorer for Team United again.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Good grief! Number 10, Enigma, dropped and immediately pops back up. And possibly asking if the ref saw that. And then stays out for another jam. Holy moly.
I dare say standby, I may have to dub Enigma the Iron Woman of Team United Roller Derby.
That would have felled a normal woman.
And she will force a cutting the track on Jam Sorella.
Enigma continuing to impress here.
Thank you, Ray.
Down goes Gintz.
And forearm penalty on, carried away. Jammer Dozy Doe. Jam will go the full 2 minutes.
Under 9 minutes to go in the game. Jam Sorella coming out carried away will serve the same amount of time, which was almost probably the full 30 seconds. Continuing where she left off. That apparently being the initial pass.
Bullet Sucker coming in with the one punch to break up the Team United brace.
5 scored, 15 seconds in the jam. Good skate work and toe stop work for 4 more. And 4 more on top of that.
Oh, hop, skip, and a jump by carried away.
Jammer race is not to be as the jam ends on time. 19 points scored by Jam Sorella. For those of you watching at tinyurl.com/AlbeDamDerby, the next 2 games will be blacked out. However, you can still listen along. But better yet, if you're in the Tampa area, come on down to the Ranking Hall. For $10, you can come in and see those final 2 games. The Blue Ridge at Tampa doubleheader as H.M. Smith jams against Lolo Guns.
Stand up front with Enigma, joined by Lunachick. And again, Enigma trying to hold that front line.
Meanwhile, Atomic Meltdown, Legs of Us, Coco Fry, attempting to thwart the Star Pass, actually pushing for the Star Pass and thwarting it, but the Star Pass has been, actually Star Stash has been completed to Lolo Guns. Good strategy because it fooled me, but you know.
And another jammer penalty on Her Majesty, something that Team United has been able to exploit throughout this game, but a cutting the track neutralizes the advantage. Stand by the second consecutive jam where a power jam for Team United has been neutralized by New Jacks, forcing the jammer penalty.
The machine that is the 20-18 New Jack City Rollers. We are seeing it live right here at the Wrecking Hall as points on the board over halfway through the jam. '82 Tic-Tac-Tony as well as 21 Coco Fry on the defense with 77 Mad Dog Murph.
And start will be past Stan, your active scorer, and with no lead jammer, no way to stop the clock. So Stan will likely be able to engage and score for Team United.
Drop. And fortunately for many, that jam is over. 4 more on the board. 10-3 currently, and that's 7 for New Jacks. And my apologies to both Mad Dog Murph and Legs of Us. I think I have called Mad Dog Murph Legs of Us more than once in this game. As far as the build and the uniform is, they do look similar from this vantage point, but that is indeed 301 Legs of Us on the track.
Well, you know, because all New Jacks pivots look alike. And clock stop for, I believe, is being signaled as an official review for New Jacks.
Matching helmets, matching shorts, matching everything now, and now it's from some vantage points just height that and build that really give it. Which is why they wear numbers, you know, and hopefully you look at the numbers.
In the meantime, perfect opportunity while we're at an official review to remind you to go ahead about our fan favorite MVP table. Stop by the juniors table. Put $1, $2, $5 in your deferred monetary denomination in the cup of your fan favorite skater for each and every game. And the highest monetary getter at the end of each game will be awarded as the fan favorite.
Nice.
And in the meantime, $5 raffle tickets for the, we call it the bucket of booze, but really at this point is a table of booze. When we need, you know, we went beyond bucket a while ago. Also for Team USA East Roller Derby, for the Junior Roller Derby World Cup, we are selling Team USA Juniors t-shirts, $20 each.
That junior t-shirt sale, which was manned by adults, was also next to the booze table earlier, and that juxtaposition was was unintentional on the photograph that the JRDA shared earlier. So I'll take the blame for that one. But anyway.
And stand by regardless of the outcome of this game. Each of these teams will have one more game tomorrow on Sunday at 11 a.m. It will be New Jacks taking on the Blue Ridge All-Stars. And then at 7 p.m. tomorrow night, our Sunday night's main event as Team United takes on the Tantrums of Tampa Roller Derby.
That's right. Oh. And a short in my microphone. Lots of action still to come. 6 games tomorrow. Tonight we're ending with a Blue Ridge Tampa doubleheader. Tomorrow morning we're starting with a Blue Ridge Jacksonville doubleheader as we start with French Broads versus River City Rat Pack, and then the Blue Ridge All-Stars meeting the New Jack City Rollers. That starts at 9 a.m. Eastern, followed by Columbia Quad Squad and Dub City Resistance. Des Moines Derby Brats at Tampa Junior Derby All-Stars, then the Seasons in Fort Myers, and the Tantrums at Team United.
So New Jack's calling that official review to challenge the low block assessed against number 21, Coco Fry. Upon review by the officials, there is sufficient evidence to assess a low block penalty against her. The low block penalty will stand, and New Jacks will lose its official review for the period.
4.5 to go in the game. 4:33-18 lead jam by Snot Rocket Science. And Snot through on the inside, as is the pivot. Stan. No relation.
Monty Python runaway pack coming into turn number 1, turn number 2. Snot on Stan to try and get one more scoring pass.
Snot chases a chuck wagon and earns 3 points.
And stand by, a special shout out worldwide on the line to Tim Rogers. Tim made a donation to the Albee Dam Entertainment Network and his appreciation for broadcasting the Team USA East exhibition bout. Tim, thank you very much. Every little bit helps. And if you out there in YouTube land want to help out for future broadcasts like this, you too can donate.
That's right. More details on the link coming up. Aaron Jackson with Lee Jammer were carried away. Just over 3 minutes to go in the game. Atomic Meltdown, Devlin called out. Aaron Jackson trajectory toward several members of the Tampa Sea Sirens, however, able to catch herself. And held to just 5 points that time. Yes, if you want to PayPal, hello. See, we need a new microphone cord. If you want to PayPal, AlbeeDamENT, that's ALBDAMMENT, AlbeeDamENT@gmail.com. You can PayPal whatever you would like to donate to AlbeeDamENT@gmail.com. Leanne Grohl, Lolo Guns with under 2.5 to go in the game.
Standby scoring in the second half so far going into this jam. New Jacks 206 points. Team United 8. Once again, Team United will pass the star to Stan.
Numbers don't lie, and Leanne Grohl says that is enough numbers for now. 4 points. Under 2 minutes to go in the game. You see the game clock. 111 Jam Starella and 138 Darth Baber set to potentially skate us out.
Period clock, just about 90 seconds left in regulation.
Reprimand Dozer watching intently as neither jammer having the easiest go at it. Lead Jam Starella.
And again, trying to go for a third consecutive star pass to Stan, but Atomic Meltdown, Mad Dog Murph, and the rest are smelling it out.
Penalty called, and the star, the star recovered by the Team United jammer, which is the only legal thing to be done. Jam Starella caught up momentarily. 242 Lunatic with the assist. But again, just momentarily. This time takes the outside. Met up by the Enigma that is Enigma. You see the difference in the period clock and the jam clock. As 5 more points scored by Jam Starella, making it 15.
And as the period clock expires, Jam Starella checks with the bench, gets the signal to call it off, and does. And that will be an unofficial final on the board. New Jack City Rollers 464, Team United 18.
As far as statistics go, flat track stats, we just blew the internet up. But as far as officially with WFTDA, that will, of course, come out in the official rankings. But, yes, unofficial final 464 to 18 for Team United.
And apparently, courtesy of ACR producer, standby, Leanne Grohl leading all scorers in the game with 73 points.
Woo! And a crackly woo to the New Jack City Rollers. Come and congratulate the winners of this game, and momentarily Team United to take their lap as well. Slap hands with Olympian Aaron Jackson. That hand may be worth something someday. That is the final, 464-18, 15 points in the last jam stands. Team United, what a front they put up, and excellent defense, especially by Enigma, Tally Marks, Darth Baber, Killbilly, Stan, Lolo Guns, Lunachick, Muhammad Ali, LA Assassinator, and Carried Away.
Stand by, there's no shame with lesser numbers facing on a superior opponent. Realize that you're about to come in for an ass kicking.